So I wanted to make part 2 of the video really quick because I realized I did not answer some questions that I would have had. So I travel. I have traveled, from America, not from America, to America, from Africa, with 30-hour trip by myself, and I did travel with Cloth Diapers. If my son was not so sensitive, I probably would have done disposable. But when you travel, you just, use the diapers. You can use regular wipes or disposable wipes, and you can wash them and throw them out at the end of the wash. If I use them, I always pick them out, but it's up to you. I use this container. It's just a little plastic container. I wet the cloth wipes at the beginning of every day, and I keep them in here. It's actually used to be a little tiny ice cream container in Uganda, but it's the same size as the wipes. I've not had issues with them smelling because I go through them the whole day, and I usually use them all. But I sometimes do use a little lavender from doTERRA or Young Living and drop it in the water and then put the wipes into the water so that it keeps it really fresh smelling. And that is not too harsh for his bottom. So I use the wipe, I use the diaper just like you would do, normal disposable diaper. And I put it in this bag. It's a small wet bag on the inside. Here, let me put this here. It's not a great angle, but it is what it is. It's waterproof, so you can use this to keep things dry or wet. So I put the dirty ones in here in the diaper bag, and at the end of the day, I take them out and I put this inside out and wash it in the washer, but I don't wash it every day. And I have 2. I wish I had 4, just because sometimes if I'm out several days in a row here in America, I've noticed that I forget to put a clean one back in the bag. Like one's hanging drying with the diapers, one's washing, and I haven't got one in the bag because I didn't remember to put it back in. So I think if I had a couple extra, I would put 2 in the bag just so I'd always have one if I forgot to replace it. Then at home, I have this big pail liner, which is basically the same concept. It's a wet bag. It has the shiny on the inside. And it goes in a pail, which to me is this small, it's not in here. It's in the laundry room right now. I carry it into the laundry room when I do laundry. It's this small trash can with a foot pedal, and I throw it in there. Some people use a laundry basket and like it to air out. I wash mine so often that it works fine for me. The longest I've gone is like 2 days. But now that I've gotten all these new used diapers that I stripped and cleaned, I will probably, I won't make it longer than that right now, but I'll be more prepared if I miss a day. I would like to make it every 4 days, so I'll have to see how they go and if I need to get a second pail or a bigger pail, because I got a smaller one because I didn't have that big of a collection before. Which is not a collection, that sounds funny, but anyway, a stash. So I wanted to answer any other questions that you might have. So one I thought might be about the price range. I definitely recommend buying them used. I did not get to buy my African ones used because there wasn't a site for that. But in America, we have Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, and I've had good success with that. You also can sometimes find them new at TJ Maxx or Marshall's. There's one called Charlie Banana or something that's really popular, and people have found that at Marshall's and Marshalls and TJ Maxx. Mom brain. Anyway, you understand. So, excuse the mess in the background. So the Bomb Genius are about $21 a diaper. Obviously, 12 of mine were free. The other ones, when I purchased them used, were $3 a piece. The Kajani Baby, I've actually just moved some of this around after my first video, just because I was making room for some of my spare stuff down here. My Kajani Baby ones, I think, are $6 or $7 a piece, so much more affordable than Bomb Genius. Alva Baby, the pocket ones, I want to say are like $4.50 or $5, and these all-in-twos I got are $6.50. Both my dogs are trying to get in here. I looked up some of these brands, and they were around like $12 to $14. The Rumparoo covers are $16, and the Fitted on the inside are about $7.50. But you can find all of these used. The Rumparoo ones, I definitely would use used because nothing of that is really touching their skin, because you could buy the fitted diaper new, but buy all used covers. These, I can't remember how much the all-in-ones are, but they're comparable. They're not bad. So upper scale Bum Genius is more expensive. That's the one that all these stores carry, and you would think that would be more affordable, but it's actually the more expensive one. You can find a good cloth diaper for $4, $5, $6, and you can find them used for as little as $1 a piece, or even less if you find someone wanting to sell a big lot of them. I really love the Bum Genius. Some people don't love them, but I really like them. I think they are really good quality, but some of the others are almost as good. And I love the Rumparoo covers, and they have pocket diapers too, and I would love to try one of those to see if they're better. But I'm really happy with my stash. I'm not really looking to grow it. It's just tripled, honestly. I only had 10 for a while, and then I had 20 in Uganda. And then when I came, I only brought 10 because that's what fit in my diaper bag, and I left 10 there and had ordered the Chinese cheapy ones here, because I know traveling back and forth, it's not necessarily smart to bring 20 diapers back and forth where they take up so much space. So I have 10 that travel with me, and then I have these here, and I have 10 there. I do think I'm going to bring 20 back with me, because I think having 30 in Uganda would be really nice with the power outages and everything. So I think I have 40 or 41, 5 of which aren't even here yet, the Nora ones, and another free one that are coming. But I really think that it is nice to not put so much wear and tear on them, so having more is good, but having 20 is fine. It depends on how minimal you want to be, but obviously they take up one little rolling cart, so it's not taking up a bunch of space in my house. It's nice to not have your washer break and then you have to go out and buy diapers. It's really nice during COVID that I did not have to walk to the store in Africa, because we don't have a car, to get diapers, that I didn't have to worry about running out of them. The only issue is the power outages, keeping them clean there. But you can wash them by hand, but I feel like you can't really get them clean without a washer. But that might just be me. So it is nice to have extra ones, but you don't need it. I'd say 20 to 30 is perfectly fine. 20 is fine. Anything less, you're setting yourself up to fail. 30 is more comfortable, but with a busy life, 40 is going to be really nice for me. I think I spent under $300. I'm pretty confident on everything. I got my sprayer secondhand. I actually got my sprayer secondhand and then got free diapers out of it. So I think that it's saving me about $2,500 or more per child. And then if I ever have another child, I already have my stash. I'm also lending out my newborn ones to a friend, so she's getting use out of them. If you don't lend them out, you get more use out of them longer, but I'm happy to help my friend. You also can strip them in between people, and that helps keep them fresh from detergent or germs from other people. I think that's pretty much it, other than you need to store them not like an airtight container. So when you store them in between babies, they need to be stored like in a basket with a lid versus like a closed container. I'm not exactly sure why, but I've been told about that. There's also wool covers and ones that you can put on that kind of fold around your baby, and there's a little clasp to hold them. There's ones with safety pins to hold them. These are more modern. There are a lot of people who are true cloth diaper people who use the pins, the needles, and all that stuff. I mean, I guess it's not pins, but well, yeah, pins, but no needles. But they use these little, I forget what they're called, but they're these little things that are plastic that have 3 little stretchy things on it and hold your diaper closed. I'm blanking on the name. So there are people who do that and then use a cover. And there's different kinds of covers. There's covers where the inside's almost solid, and then there's covers where like a pocket, like a insert can fold into it. So there's all different options, and you have to decide what works best for your family. I really enjoy pockets, but I did not realize that at the time because I had all in twos, and that's what I decided to stick with. And then someone gave me a pocket and I fell in love. So anyway, I hope that helps. If you need any questions about the fit of a diaper, I am not the person to help you. I have a very fat baby, so I know how to make it fit him. But I do know that like the inserts need to be tucked in, like the ones that are all in twos that stick out like this. If the insert is sticking out a little of the leg, the pee will leak through there. So it needs to be tucked all the way in. And you need to make sure that, you know, the pockets have the flap down covering the insert. Other than that, I think that's everything. I hope it's helpful.